Now the next thing that we have before us is to take a look at absolute value equations when they are when they contain variables inside the absolute value and variables outside the absolute value. So let's take a look at a simple one of those. How about something like absolute value 3x plus 2 is equal to x minus 7. Now, since the absolute value is by itself, we're ready to do that little trick. What we're going to do is we're going to say 3x plus 2 is equal to x minus 7, or 3x plus 2 is equal to the opposite of x minus 7. Now, in the first equation, we have to consolidate the variable. We subtract x from each side, and we get 2x plus 2 equals negative 7. If we subtract 2 from each side, we get 2x equals negative 9. Divide both sides by 2, we get x is equal to negative 9 halves. Or, here, 3x plus 2 equals the opposite of x plus 7. So we'll add x to each side, and we get 4x plus 2 equals 7. Subtract 2 from each side, we get 4x equals 5, and divide both sides by 4, we get x equals 5/4. Now, let's take a look at the right-hand side and the left-hand side of this equation with these numbers. So here's left-hand side, right-hand side. On the left-hand side, if we're using negative 9 halves, so you have absolute value, 3 times negative 9 halves plus 2 equals negative 9 halves minus 7. Now, 3 times negative 9 halves is negative 27 halves, and 2 is 4 halves. Negative 27 halves plus 4 halves would be negative 23 halves. So we have the absolute value of negative 23 halves, and that would be 23 halves. Now, on the right-hand side, 7 becomes 14 halves, and negative 9 halves minus 14 halves is negative 23 halves. Now notice 23 halves is not equal to negative 23 halves, so negative 9 halves doesn't work. Now we call this an extraneous solution. In other words, it's an answer that we get, our work was correct, but the answer doesn't work in the original equation. Sometimes, some of our solution methods will give us extraneous solutions. So whenever you're solving an absolute value equation and you have absolute value inside and a variable outside as well, you definitely need to check the solutions. Now let's check to see if the other one works. Okay, so the left-hand side is absolute value 3 times 5/4 plus 2. The right-hand side is 5/4 minus 7. Well, now 3 times 5/4 is 15/4. 15/4 plus 4/4 is 19/4. And the absolute value of 19/4 is 19/4. On the right-hand side, we have 5/4 minus 7. Now, 7 becomes 28/4, so we have 5/4 minus 28/4, which is negative 23/4. So this one doesn't work as well, so it's an extraneous solution. So this absolute value equation has no solution whatsoever. Its solution set is empty. And we're done.